All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get it started. All right. So, family. All right. Hope everybody's having an abundant weekend so far. I'm super excited to get this call started for y'all. I mean, oh man, I got a call for you guys today. So hopefully you guys are ready to take down notes. All right. Take down mad notes because I got mad pointers for you guys today. All right. Now, another thing that I'm gonna let you guys know, well, first off, let me start with my name is Bastion, guys. My friends call me Bash. A lot of people call me Honcho from Instagram, right? So something you guys should know about me. I come from a third world country. My family wasn't the wealthiest, right? I didn't come from wealth. I actually came from a family that had to immigrate over here to this country, right? Had to go through the struggle of not being from here, right? And like I gotta tell you guys that growing up in that type of environment limited my beliefs in this life. So I'm very grateful for being here. You know what I mean? Because against all odds, we're here today. You gotta understand that it's like against all odds, we're all here today. So give a big shout out to yourself. Big shout out to you for doing this for you, right? Thank yourself for working for yourself. Being good for you and making it here, because there's a reason why you guys are here today, right? And it's because you're vibrating at a frequency that's allowing you to receive this information, to be here today, right? There's no such thing as coincidence. There's a reason why we all met, right? So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started with, you guys know how it goes, attitude of gratitude. So drop one thing in the chat that you're grateful for, guys. One thing in the chat that you're grateful for today, all right? The one thing that you're grateful for, family. Let's see. Well, one thing that you're grateful for, family. Got 21 people live in here. Grateful for these calls. Grateful for waking up today. I love it. Grateful for the ability to learn. I love that. Grateful for active sub. Shout out to the active subs. Grateful for a daily routine. Shout out to you if you got your daily rituals down. Grateful for water. It's always great to stay hydrated, getting in shape. I love that. I love that. Taking care of yourself is prime, right? Taking care of yourself is prime. I love it. Grateful for cryptos and sunlight. Grateful for Walmart. Shout out to Walmart. Grateful for feeling good, right? All right. Cool, guys. I'm super happy to see everybody here. Super grateful, all in the mood, ready to receive the information. All right. So now, 1 sec. Let me make sure this is all set. Okay, cool. All right. So now, guys, as always, I always want to set this up for every call, right? One thing that you guys are looking forward to this week, right? One thing that you guys are looking forward to this week. I always want you guys to have that mentality. Like, I have to have something ready that I'm going to look forward to every week. Every week should have a goal. Every week should have a target. So every week you should be moving towards something. What's that something for you this week that you're going to focus on? Where's your energy and focus going to go to this week? So what's something that you're excited for this week? I know for me, I'm excited for Friday. Right, I'm excited to see my family on Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing them. They're my why, right? So I'm looking forward to spending a little bit of time with my why, right? So I'm looking forward to that. Drop it in the chat for me. So getting ready for the challenge, back test. That's fire. I know that information today is really going to serve you for the challenge. So I'm glad that you're here today. Making 5% on my trading account. That's a beautiful goal. Looking forward to these calls. I got you lined up with success, with my success team this week. I love it. Yep. I really love the energy that you guys are bringing on. I love it. Now, hitting my percentage on Hit It and Quit It this week. Let's go. Excited for a new book. Oh, I love that. Shout out to you, Coy. So now, all right, guys. So as always, we got to bring bring it back. I always want to make sure that you guys are ready to receive this information. Make sure that you're sitting up, that you're in an environment ready to learn, right? It's not just about tuning into the calls, it's about the quality of the time that you're putting in, right? You just make sure that the quality of time that you guys are putting in is is of value, right? Because if you guys are just gonna tune in and listen in and not take notes, or not sit up, or not be ready to receive the information against somebody else that is prepared, trust me, family, like that makes a huge difference. It really does. I used to sit and lay on my bed and like, fuck, man, like I lay on my bed just to hop on the calls in the morning, and I'm like, like, how is that healthy at all, right? The energy in my room, the energy in your bedroom should just be for you to rest, right? Because your body, when you go into your room, when you step into your room, your body, what it does, it realizes that it's time to rest, right? So it goes in there and your body's just immediately, oh, time to relax, right? So your body's not at the energy level, at the frequency where it needs to be able to accept this information and be able to apply it, right, this week. So for everybody that's on this call, if you want to accept this information, make sure you're sitting up, ready to take notes. Make sure you got some water. Shit, I forgot my water. Make sure you got some water, right? Stay hydrated. And most of all, guys, don't forget to breathe, right? Every call, I want you guys to take a few minutes. Breathe in through your nose twice, just through your chest. Breathe in twice. All the way down to your stomach. Make sure you're expanding your lungs. You're centered. You're here with me today, right? You're ready to accept this information. You're ready to receive this frequency, right? Ready to elevate. So every time you guys hear, if you're new on my call, every time you hear this, I want you guys to bring it back. All right, bring your thoughts back, bring your mind, you bring your energy back, and center it back. All right, so. All right, guys, very, very, very important to just always remember and breathe. All right. Another thing that I was going to say, it's very important, guys, very, very important for you to be tuning into these calls every single week, right? It's not just going to be one time that you tune into a call or mindset call that you get, a good motivation and then you run with it, right? It's going to take consistent amount of work for you guys to be able to nail these strategies down. All right, I'm going to share a couple keys with you guys today that are going to be able to apply and check on later on in this week as you guys are trading. But these things, these tricks, these methods to improve every single week only work if you put in the work, if you put in the consistent work, not just work hard one day out of the week and then rest the rest of the week. No, it needs to be consistent work. I want to see you guys consistently here, putting in consistent work and consistent knowledge, right? So, the reason that I always say it is so highly important for you guys to tune into every single call. And the reason is because think about it this way, and I'm about to blow some of your minds away. And some of you have heard me say this. You're one thought away, okay? You're one thought away from a massive shift in your life. You're one thought away from your life changing completely and changing the course of your life completely. So that massive shift, that massive elevation, a massive quantum leap, just understand that you're one thought away from achieving that, right? You were one thought away from achieving that. So that's why it's so important, like, to tune into these calls all the time, because you're one thought away from changing your whole entire life, right? It only takes one thought, right? So, I want you guys to, this is why the calls are called Beyond Your Beliefs, because I want to get your guys' perspectives beyond your current beliefs and reshape those things and be able to elevate from your current paradigm, right? So moving forward, the main key for this call that I want you guys to take away is to realize, not look at your beliefs to not look at your beliefs or perceive your beliefs or anybody's beliefs for that say, not look at anybody's beliefs or your own beliefs as right or wrong, right? Get that perspective out of the way, the right or wrong perspective. I want you guys to look at your beliefs at whether they're useful to you or not. Not so much whether they're real or what the gravity of the reality of it is, right? I want you guys to be able to acknowledge your beliefs and ask yourself not whether it's right or wrong, but whether it is useful to you or not. Okay. So your thoughts, you can have a million thoughts, right? But your thoughts shape your beliefs and your beliefs filter your reality. So if you have an aspect of your life in which you don't agree with, maybe look at, or maybe it's not just you, maybe it's other people that are disagreeing with this, right? And maybe you need to look at this belief, at this thought, right? And ask yourself, where did this thought come from? And if it came from any source, realize whether that source was useful or not, right? And ask yourself whether it's useful to you or not, right? Because it doesn't matter whether it's real or not. Man, I have millions of beliefs in my mind that I consistently think about all the time that are not here with me now. Not yet, at least, right? It's those thoughts of success that are yet to be here, right? That are yet to be here. Those are the useful thoughts for me, right? But I have many thoughts and beliefs in which I don't question at all. And I'm wondering, where these things come from. So I want you guys, as you're moving forward through this week, to ask yourself, right? Ask yourself, is this belief that's currently filtering my reality, that's currently influencing my decision, is it useful, or does it come from my parents? Maybe I'm not saying that the thoughts from your parents aren't useful, but was it found from within, or was it pulled from without, right? From the exterior world, right? Where did this thought come from, right? So start challenging your beliefs, right? Because they're not right or wrong. It's really a matter of whether it's useful or not, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this lesson started, and I'm gonna really kind of pick up where we left off last week, right? And like I was saying, it's very important for you guys to tune into every single call, right? Because this information is really going to start coming all together piece by piece, right? It's not just going to be one lesson that's going to change your whole world. It's going to be everything that you put together and make your own, right? So take all these strategies, lessons, and just make them your own, guys. That's all I would say, just, you don't have to do it like your mentors. You don't have to do it like anybody else. Just do it for you, right? Do it how you think or you believe is best for you, right? So now moving forward, guys, my goal is to make you guys aware of your own belief system and help you rewire your perspective, right? Your beliefs will filter your reality. So what you are able to make of these markets, right, is completely based from your beliefs. What you perceive from these markets, right, is completely based from your beliefs. Once you believe that you are, without a doubt, a successful trader, once you believe without a doubt in your mind that you are a successful trader, you can begin to take advantage of these markets. It's that simple, right? It's that simple. Once you begin, right? Once you begin to realize that the information that you're receiving from the markets is being influenced by the belief in your capabilities, massive changes start to happen, right? So what do I mean by that? When you believe without a doubt that you're successful, that you are a seven-figure trader, and you start implementing that into your head, what happens, family, right? What happens is that you yourself start making decisions based off that belief, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever moved your stop loss too soon and you got hit out at break even. You knew that you weren't supposed to like move it, but you were afraid of getting hit out, so you moved it anyways, right? Okay, cool. Got a couple of people. See, guys, like you're not alone. It's everybody, right? It's everybody. This is a free zone, right? So it's everybody. Everybody here has encountered that, right? And why do you guys think that is? Is because, there is a part of you that doesn't believe, right, in yourself, in your own capabilities. There's a part of you, right, that's breathing a little bit of self-doubt, right? There's a part of you that's breathing in a little bit of self-doubt, right? So, and that comes from, right? That comes from the distrust in your capabilities, right? And so what was I telling you guys last week? Take the emotion out of trading by putting your trust in your plan, right? So if you moved your stop loss too early and got hit out at break even when you knew you shouldn't have, right? It's probably because there's part of you in there, right? It's time to realize that means that there's a part of me in there that doesn't believe 100% on my capabilities, right? And you guys remember what I said last time? The most confident person in the room will make the most money. The most confident person in this room right now will make the most money. And that's facts, right? That's facts. Like it's the case for everything, right? When somebody's really confident on their in sports, they're usually, like, I'm not saying like go Conor McGregor confidence, right? But when you have that confidence, you usually have that thought in your head that you're gonna kill it, that you're the best, right? Consistent positive thinking, consistent app, that you're feeding into your mind, into your soul, into your energy, right? To hype you up. It's that confidence that helps you pull the trigger without hesitation, right? It's that level of confidence that helps you commit to a decision without hesitation, right? So the part here that you need to understand is that you need to believe in yourself before the results come upon. Because if you focus on your current results, you're not going to be very happy right away, right? Unless you're making money. But what's the most difficult thing to get into trading, right? What's the most difficult thing to do in trading, right? Anybody can make money in Forex. Anybody can make money trading. What's the most difficult thing that you can do in Forex, right? What's the most difficult thing as a trader that we can do? The most difficult thing, right? What is the goal here to do? To make consistent profit, right? Consistency, thank you, right? So to make consistent profit, right? Not just one time, not just one out of the week, right? It's not just about making profit one time. It's about consistently being able to land profits, right? And lose at a minimal level, right? So it's about consistently. So if you aren't consistent and you are only basing your belief on yourself based on your current results, let me tell you that you're not going to believe in yourself and you're going to have a lot of self-doubt focusing on your current results, right? So what we got to do, family, what we get to do, right, is focus on the goals, right? And seeing the bigger picture of what's coming before it shows up, right? So putting that that image in your mind of your future self, your future success, right? Because if you believe without a doubt in your mind that you are successful, I promise you, family, money and profits will just flow into your life effortlessly. It's crazy when your belief is high of your self-confidence, right? And when your belief is high and your trust is high on your trading plan, it's crazy how much success will come to you. And not crazy, but it's by law, by law, the success will come to you. You will attract that success by law, right? So don't focus on your current results. Focus on everything that is to come to you, that you are attracting, right? Because the problem is that most people won't believe in themselves. They'll believe in their current results. And because they're not getting their current results that they want, they won't believe in themselves, right? So a lot of people are stuck in this mental negative loop in which they're not getting the consistent results that they want. So therefore, they're thinking negative of themselves because they're relating their losses back to everything that means to them to lose. Everything that they believe is meant to lose is what they're relating their current results to. So how can you trade without an attachment, right? And the only reason that people trade with this attachment is because they have an attachment to the money, right? But when you remove the money out of the picture, trading is a game. It's a language, right? It's a language that you learn to speak. We learn what, right? We are learning. We're currently learning, right? Because we're always remaining a student. So we're currently learning how money talks, right? So everybody on this chat, on this call right now, speaks the language of money, right? Some of us know how to talk to money a little bit better, right? Now, check this out. Money may not talk back to you, but it can surely hear you when you call for it, right? So you call for it by being disciplined. You call for it by thinking and believing in your success, believing in yourself. You call upon it, right? By being that successful trader, making those decisions, right? Those daily decisions, those daily habitual behaviors, right? That are moving you towards that success. That's how you attract money. It's not by calling and yelling at the top of your lungs that you want money and writing however much or the amount that you want in money and writing all the things that you want materialistically, right? It's not all about that, right? So everybody has that success within them. That seven-figure trader is already within you. It's within every single one of us. Humans are born in God's image, right? We have that godly energy within us, that godly consciousness within us, right? You just have to learn to tap into it, right? That seven-figure trader is already within you. That seven-figure earner, that seven-figure, that's seven sources, all that is all within you, right? Trading is, I always tell you guys, trading is a journey into self-discovery because you will discover more about yourself and you will earn more self-awareness and then the income just comes with it. You focus on earning more self-awareness and the money just earns itself, right? The money is just a side effect of that self-discovery, that self-awareness. Unless you believe you are successful, you are always going to welcome contradicting beliefs, pushing doubt after every decision, right? So unless you change that belief, right? The only reason that you may hesitate on pulling the trigger, the only reason that you may put that stop loss a little too tight, the only reason you're not letting that trade breathe or taking profit when you should is because you don't believe in your capabilities to achieve your goals. See, if you believed in your capabilities, it doesn't matter how, right? Because your why, right, will pull you through anyhow. Right? So this is truly the key here, is believing in your success, in your inner success before the physical manifestation, right? Because unless you believe you are a successful trader, you are always going to welcome contradicting beliefs. This is very important. You're welcoming contradicting beliefs, okay? And you're pushing, right, doubt behind every decision, right? So when you truly know who you are, your confidence will grow. And the most confident person makes the most money in the room, right? So acknowledging your beliefs and ask yourself, acknowledge your beliefs and ask yourself, does my current belief help me in my life? Is it useful to my life? Are my beliefs serving me, right? Are the thoughts that I'm currently going through in my head right now, are the thoughts going through my head right now, are they serving me, or are they harming my family or harming my environment, right? Or me, my thoughts, right? Because if a belief or a thought is not serving you, right? And if you're one thought away from creating a massive shift in your life, that's not going to happen unless those thoughts, right, are the ones that are serving your purpose, not serving Jerome's purpose, not serving Eric's purpose, right? Your purpose. Because it doesn't matter if it's true to somebody else, because what works for me won't work for you. When what works for you, it doesn't guarantee that it will work for me, because our beliefs are so different, right? So if you're one thought away from a massive shift in your life, wouldn't you start being a little bit more cautious about what you're thinking every single day? Wouldn't you be a little bit more self-aware next time that you lose a trade and you have a negative thought, right, about yourself? Because if you lose a trade and that instantly triggers a negative thought about your self-image, there's a problem there, family. There's a problem there. You're lacking self-confidence. You're lacking that belief in yourself and your capabilities to be able to do this, because that's all it takes. That's the only difference between you and somebody that's already got it, is the belief level in yourself of how successful you really are, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're with me, family. Take a second and center yourself, right? Take a second and center yourself for me, right? I'm gonna dive in. I got like 10 more minutes, family. Let's hang in here 10 more minutes, all right? So I'm gonna drop you guys, right? Bro, I just gotta remember, always breathe, guys. Bring that energy back. Center back for another 15 minutes. Another 15 minutes, family. Another 15 minutes, all right? So now, if you're one thought away of a massive shift in your life, I would advise that you move forward acknowledging your thoughts, acknowledging your reaction to negative things and your reaction to profits, right? The way that you react to profits is going to be the very opposing effect of how you react to your losses. So, man, if you're out here celebrating your wins, you better be out there celebrating your losses too, or you're going to have that negative pull, that polar opposite effect from your losses, right? Because we as humans, right? We as humans love to win, right? We humans love to win. We love competition. It's in our blood, fam. Like a lot of us are born, right? And how many of you have done sports? How many of you have played competitive sports? You know, it's all about winning and dodging and mitigating the risk, dodging and mitigating the loss. right? It's not about winning. I mean, it's not about losing. You don't focus on losing. You don't focus on losing at all. You steer as far as you can away from losing. So you're told your whole life, your whole entire life, not to lose, avoid losses, mitigate risks, don't take risks, be safe, play it safe, right? Get a job, go to college. Not bagging on anybody doing either one of those, but you know, I'm just saying, right? It's your beliefs, the beliefs that you were set with since you were a child, that you were, you're always going to win, 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 win. What about losing, family? We know we learn how to win. We learn how to celebrate. What about celebrating our losses? How do we take those? Right? Who's ever talked to you about taking an L and how to be a person that takes and learn how to take an L? Right? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick, guys. And let me go ahead and get it all set up. And I'm gonna because I want to write these down, right? I want to write these down for you guys. So I'm gonna be typing these up as we go. So these are going to be, 1 second. These are going to be the 12 keys, right? The 12 keys to trade management. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop in the chat if you guys could see Trading View. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys could see Trading View. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, cool, family, cool. Go ahead and I'm gonna go change the pair because I don't want to mark up. Cool. Okay, cool. All right, family. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this down real quick. So I'm gonna drop it 24 maybe, probably 28. Okay. These are, right, the 12 keys in risk management, right? Management. I hope I spelled that right. Yeah, risk management. Cool. So let's see. Put that out there. My bad, fam. Okay, we'll do that real quick. Lost it, my bad. All right, family, sorry about that. Okay, the 12 keys of risk management. Okay. First key, family. First key is right here. You guys got to determine self-analysis, okay? So you will always have to vibe check. This is real key right here. Vibe check. You need to become self-aware, right? You need to become self-aware if you're okay to trade, right? So you need to ask yourself, am I okay to trade right now? Am I in the energy right now to be trading? Do I have am I mentally stable right now to be trading? Am I upset? Ask yourself, you'll learn, right? You'll learn it that a lot of people, for example, me, like I can't trade stressed out. If I'm stressing about something in my personal life, I just don't trade. Why? Because I just don't see things accurately. Or maybe I see things accurately and I just don't react the way that I would when I'm in a calm, collective, present manner, right? So vibe check, right? You got to check on your self-awareness prior to jumping on the charts every day. This is an everyday checklist, okay? This is a checklist that you guys are going to pull out every day. And if you're not doing any of these 12 things, right, it's really going to affect your success, right? So just have that in mind, right? This is really going to affect your success, right? If you don't check every one of these And maybe you're already doing them, right? But maybe there's one of these that right now you're missing and that could potentially help you in the future, right? So vibe check every morning, right? Before you hop on the charts, vibe check, right? Second key right here is mentally rehearse your mistakes. Okay. So what does that mean, right? Mentally rehearse your mistakes. What does that mean, family? I have, for example, I know the things that I'm very aware of the things that I do. Like I used to overtrade a lot. I used to overtrade a shit ton. Not just that, but I used to take a lot of trades per session, right? So I made a card, right? A reminder that I read it before every single time I traded. I sat down and I read this fucking card again and again until I engraved it. It's a mental checklist because I want to set myself up for success. And I already know the things that I'm vulnerable to. So right now I have a card that says, slow down, right? First reminder, slow down, breathe, right? Do you have all your confirmations? Right? A reminder that you are a sniper, not a machine gun, right? And then it reminded myself, read your gold card, right? And I have this card with me all the time because I constantly trade, right? And I constantly need a reminder, and I set myself up for success that way because I mentally rehearse these things before I take action upon them. Mentally rehearse these things, right? So let me pull this over here. Boom. Okay. Okay. Mentally rehearse your mistakes. Okay. Third key. Okay. Daily focus. Okay. Daily focus towards your goal. Oh man, I don't know why I wrote it like that. Daily focus towards your goal, right? So now I'm gonna change that back to singular, right? Because what does focus stand for, family? Can someone tell me in the chat? Drop in the chat. What does focus stand for? Somebody that drop it in the chat. Let's see who's woke around here. Let's see who's. Yep, there we go. Yep. Focus, right? Follow one course until success, right? Follow one course until successful, right? Because it doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. It doesn't matter how many trades you lose. If you focus on the goal, on one path, if you move towards one thing every single day, you move towards that one thing, right? You follow one course until success, the success is inevitable, right? The success is inevitable. Excuse me. So now that's the third key, right? Fourth key, develop, right? Or we're going to put this as create a reliable risk to reward plan, right? We're going to put to reward a reliable risk to reward plan, right? So create a reliable risk to reward plan. Okay. Now, a lot of people, you know, I got to tell you what, a lot of people, I see them, you know, like marking out their 1 to 5s, 1 to 10s, you know, and I got to tell you, when you develop a great risk to reward plan, right, you know your acceptable risk and you know what the acceptable quality of the trade before you take it. What does that mean? So for me, the risk, right, I accept a level of risk depending on the quality of the reward, right? So don't just take, you know, mark out your Jolly Rancher on your chart and just think, oh, that's a 1 to 5, boom, done. Your risk is determined, okay, this is important. Your risk should be determined on the quality of your reward, right? The risk should be determined on the quality of your reward. Okay. Number 5. Right? Number 5, narrow down. Okay. So narrow down your entries with lower time frames. Right? I'm gonna type that out for I'm gonna be lower with lower time frames. Right? Narrow down your entries, right? Narrow down your entries, right? And reward and risk. Narrow down your entries and risk with a lower time frame, with the lower time frames, right? So, a lot of us, we spend a lot of time in the higher time frames, and that's good. If you spend a lot of times in lower time frames, you get lost in the sauce. So I gotta tell you guys, be careful using this strategy, right? Not be careful, right? Because it's the right thing it's the correct way to go, right? As to narrowing down and defining your entry, right? But I don't want you guys to just think that lower time frames is the only way to go, right? There's plenty of trades that I've taken on a 1 hour or 15-minute that turned out just perfectly fine. That had a beautiful risk to reward, right? So just focus on the risk to reward. And if you can narrow down your entry in a lower time frame breaker structure, right? Or a lower time frame shift in structure, right? Then do so, right? If the opportunity presents itself, take what the market gives you, right? Take what the market gives you. Don't just stick with, I'm only going to take lower time frame re-entries. No, take what the market gives you. Trust me, family, right? Be humble, right? Yes, getting that tighter entry and fatter lot is better, right? But are you really doing it for the trade or the quality of the trade, or are you just doing it to flex on the chats? Like, really ask yourself that question. Am I looking to trade for the quality of the craft? Or am I looking to trade to flex on the chats? Right? It's a big one right there, family. Right? So it's number 6. Right? This one's the one I hit earlier. Number 6. Take action. Oh shit. Hold on 1 second. I'm typing under the chat. Right? Number 6. Take action. Right? Take action that requires commitment, but no thought. Right? Take action that requires commitment, but no thought. Right? What does this mean? Don't think twice, right? Don't think twice. Why? A lot of us, right? We have something within every single one of you. You have a godly-like power that's called your intuition. How many? Drop a 5 in the chat. Drop 5s in the chat. If you ever heard of your intuition, right? How many of you have distrusted your intuition and turned out that your intuition was just looking out for you? Right? How many of us are guilty of this? Of your intuition being like, pull it, and then your self-doubt being like, fam, hold it. Right? Your intuition saying take profit, and then your self-doubt being like, there's more profits. Right? How many of us are guilty of that? Right? I know I am. I do this. Everybody falls into this. We're all victim of this, right? But we are going to overcome this together, right? Because if you practice, right? If you practice and daily decisions, practice decisions, right? That take commitment but no thought. When you come into the markets, you will pull the trigger and trust your intuition, right? This is all about trusting your intuition, right? Don't give it a second thought, right? Reflect afterwards, but in the moment of, be assertive, right? Be present, right? Right, so right here, okay, so now we got number 6, right? Number 7, right? Give me 1 second, let me flip over the notes. Number 7, okay? Let me move this out of the way. Oh, right here, okay. Trade management, okay? Trade management. Fuck, I suck at that. Management. There we go. I don't know how to spell management. Guys, I dropped out of high school. I'm not gonna cap. Like, you guys are gonna see it right now. Spelling, nah, I have no. I don't know why. I don't know why I try to type that together, guys. I'm horrible. That's so embarrassing. Trade management. There we go. Okay, trade management. Okay, trade management to keep risk minimal. Okay. What does this mean? What does this mean? Okay. This is not to encourage go break even right away. This is not to encourage go break even right away. Please, trade management. Okay. This is it to encourage you to define your edge, right? To define when you're going to go break even, define when you're going to take partials, right? Define all these things prior to you pulling the trigger, right? These things need to be defined. If you do not have enough time to define your trade management before pulling the trigger, don't pull it, right? If you have an idea what your trade management is going to be for the trade that you're going to take, cool, pull it, family. But if you do not know your exit strategy, your partial out strategy, if you do not know your risk to reward, your trade management is not going to give you the results that you want. You see, most people, like I said on the previous call, are really good analysts 3 to 6 months into this industry. But a good trader is made before and after an execution. Right? So trade management is key, right? Reach out to your upline if you feel like your trade management can use some help, right? So now next key, right? To make a trading mistake, okay? To make a trading mistake is to not follow your trading plan. Right? Okay, to make a trading mistake is to not follow your trading plan. So the only mistake that you can make in these markets, you can lose 5 trades in a row, family. But as long as you're following your plan, that is not a mistake. That is just an adjustment that you can make for future executions, right? That is not a that is not a mistake, right? A trading mistake is when you move your stop loss too early. When you know in your plan, it says, wait for a new higher high, right? But it's in your plan and you didn't follow it, that's a trading mistake. If your trade went and hit BE and you followed your plan, family, let me give you a huge congrats because that is not a mistake. That is just future adjustments that you can make when you self-reflect, right? So number 8, to make a trading mistake is not to follow your trading plan, right? Number 9, this is a big one. I'm guilty of this. Drop a 5 in the chat. Okay, drop a 7 in the chat if you've ever been guilty of not taking profit when you should. I know I have. I'm gonna go drop some 7s over here. I know I've been guilty of seeing mad profits flood in and not take profit when I should. Okay, so take profit. Okay, when the reason. Take profits when the reason for the trades ends. Okay? When the reason for why you took that execution ends, take profit. close the order, trade another day, right? Elevate that equity curve in that account and trade another day, family, right? If you thought that you were gonna make it, that you were gonna swing it from this lower high to that high, then to from to the new lower low, right? To new daily lower low, right? And you're so married to that bias that you're not gonna take profit until that happens, family, I'm here to tell you, right now, you're gonna be up 10 bands and then go hit break even. Why? Right? Why? How are you gonna be up 10 bands and hit BE? Why? Right? Right? So take profit when the reasons for your trade are ending, or as you planned or pre set for your trade, right? The areas that you predetermined for your trades, right? So these, like, again, guys, these are all keys that I want you guys to take note of as you trade and when you trade. These are not things that you guys need to do right away or work on right away, right? These are things that this is just a checklist for when you are trading, right? So number 10, right? Number 10, right? Number 10, be grateful for whatever the market gives you. Be grateful for whatever the market gives you, be a win or a loss. Grateful always, right? Whether it be a win or a loss, be grateful always. Because a win, right, gets you closer to your goals, and a loss still gets you even closer to your goals, right? A win is nice and all, but when you take an L, oh, last week, family, last week or the week before that, man, I was just taking L's. I was like, wow, I ended the week so excited. I was like, man, next week is gonna be so fire, fam. So spicy in the markets. Like, you know that when you had a bad week, you're gonna have such a fire as the following week. Man, family, when we started last week, sheesh, the clapback was real. The clapback was real. Shout out to Charlie. Yeah, Charlie, you're absolutely right, bro. The clapback was so real, family. This last week, the clapback was real. The markets did not get any breaks, right? Every day. So, you know, I'm always grateful for the wins and the losses, because my wins get me closer to my goals and my losses get me that much closer, even closer than my wins. So I know I'm always grateful for whatever the market gives me, right? Number 11, right? This is very, very important. This one I want you guys to put a star next to. Daily, okay? Oh shit, hold on. A daily briefing, right? Right, a daily debriefing, right? To monitor and prevent future, right? And prevent future mistakes, right? A daily debriefing to monitor and prevent future mistakes, right? So after every trading session is the best time to go reflect on what you just did, right after you traded. Not a week later, not at the end of the week, right after. Take 10, 20 minutes to review your trades, put them in a folder, you know, take screenshots, put them in a folder on this date. This clapped me out. This accumulation played out. This distribution clapped me out. This, you know, this play did play out in my direction, right? And just notice and mark all these daily debriefings, right? Every single time you trade, do a daily debriefing. Family, telling you, 15 minutes can save you years of errors, of repetitive error, okay? 15 minutes can save you so much time, okay? And last but not least, periodically And I would say monthly as well. Well, monthly, right? Monthly, quarterly, however you guys want to do it. Periodically, revisit, right? Revisit your trading plan, right? To build confidence, right? To build confidence and clarity. Build confidence and clarity. So periodically, if not monthly, right? If you can monthly, I would advise for you to do so. Revisit your trading plan to build confidence and clarity, right? There's always things that we can refine on our edge, right? So these are the 12 keys to trade management. Okay? The 12 keys to trade management, right? So with that being said, family, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop this in the chat, right? I'm gonna drop this on our channel. And with that, family, I hope that this call served you guys well. I hope that you guys learned something from this call. Drop a 5 in the chat if you guys learned something from this call. Drop a 5 in the chat for me if you guys learned something new. Perfect. I love it, bro. I love it. RP, shout out to you guys. Always so deep on every single call. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. For everybody staying on the call, I love it. Not one person left. Everybody that left came right back. I love it, guys. I really love this. I love the energy on every single call. Make sure that you let people know about this call. Forward the link to the chat to everybody, all the chats. Let's get people on this call. Let people know that they're missing out, that they need to be on the next call. The next call, I'm covering all about precision sizing. Okay, precision sizing. When you guys take an order, I'm going to go all deep in depth. What does that psychologically in your head? All right, so tune in next call, guys. I'll see you guys next week, every single week, to find in and discover, to this journey to self-discovery, right? So I'll see you guys every single week into this journey. So take care, all right? Be safe and clap easy, guys. Have a great, blessed week.